Hello, how you doing? If you don't know, this is me, yours truly, your shining knight, Sir Charles Lavelle. And something I've been meaning to get off my chest. I've been telling myself that I was going to do this, because I've been carrying this around for a while, and that's what I do. I carry things inside, keep them balled up inside until eventually they burst out or something triggers me and comes out on its own. So I don't. I always thought that this whole sharing thing with the rest of the world via social media, especially like when YouTube started blowing up, I was just like, why is why is this so popular? Like, who else cares? Um, so I don't know. That's just me. But I've been carrying this around for a while inside, and I have to let it go. I gotta release it. So at some point, if you're watching this, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, he's all over the place. Get to the point. Hurry up. Why is he dragging on?" I don't know, but if you decide to listen, thank you for taking your time out of your life, out of your day or night, just out of your life. Thank you for listening. um, if you would like to make any comments, positive, negative, doesn't matter. Make any comment you want. I welcome it. I'm open to it. Probably need it. Whether it's advice, a grammatical kick in the butt, or if you want to make a video in response to tell me off, whatever. It's appreciated. But anyway, to get started finally, um, something I've been carrying around for me for a minute now is the fact that I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I need to once again give up on my dreams. Um, you're like, wow, this isn't the first time in your life you've given up on your dreams. No, it's not the first time in my life where I've given up on my dreams. Um, um, First time I ever gave up on my dreams was I actually dreamed of being a rapper. I wanted to be a real MC. And everybody that, if you know me and you've known me more than 10 years, you probably know uh, I believe in versatility. I believe versatility is key. Um, I'm talented, I'm skilled. Music, rap music especially, rhyming was my passion. It was my mistress. Um, I used to I could be in the middle of a conversation with you, and if I hear the right song, right beat, right melody, right sound, I would end up excusing myself just to freestyle. And depending on how I'm feeling, I would keep the conversation going uh, as I freestyle. So, and then when I cut off, we get right back to what we were talking about. But anyway, I used to I used to tell people like I used to tell people kind of like the Tootsie Roll Pop commercial. Be like, man, CLS, man, you are, you the best, man. And I used to be like, yeah, well, the world may never know. And so I do consider myself that one of the greatest MCs ever that the world has never known. and probably may never know. Because one of the things that I allowed to do for years now is I actually let that part of me not die because it's still there, but I haven't nourished that part of me. I haven't taken care of it. I let it dwindle. And every time I do hear something that brings about a resurge in me, that makes me want to rhyme, makes me want to flow, makes me want to freestyle, makes me want to write, I start to again, and then suddenly I'll stop or I'll cut myself off. And I'll tell myself, nah, that wasn't good. Or I'll be like, nobody would like that. That didn't make any sense. Um, yeah. Kind of like for them anime fans out there when you finally saw Al and sitting near the gate. Yeah, he had still grown, but he was all malnourished and skinny, and that's how the MC in me is. It's still there, sitting in the corner, but he's all malnourished and frail, and honestly, that is one of my biggest regrets. Actually, um, not actually recording a full blown album. Yeah, that's one of my biggest regrets. That was one of my dreams, was to have three of the best albums ever made, five, win at least three awards, do at least five albums, and have seven of the greatest singles, rap singles ever made, ever produced, or whatever, three albums, five awards, seven singles, whatever, whatever. That was my thing. 357 always had something to do with 3, 5, and 7. Um, so I don't know. So that's something that at some point I'm going to be turning 40. August 26, 2018. By the grace of God, the great I am going to turn 40. And I can honestly say there's a lot of things that I have done in my life that were incredible. I have had a lot of fun in my life. I have met some of the greatest people in the world, from athletes, entertainers, people within media, um, stars, you name it. I mean, I from just I ain't even gonna go down the list, but I mean, if you see some of my pictures just during my time when I went back to school. Um, that was my alarm because I'm getting ready to go to work. A little bit later, got to go to work. But some of the coolest things that I've done in my life, I don't know, it wasn't happenstance, but it was great because I mean, I can't complain. Like I said, I've met everybody from Florence Jordan Kersey to Gallagher to Little Richard to Stedman to former President Bill Clinton, Reverend Jesse Jackson, LL Cool J, Honey B, you name them. Like, just, man, Charles S. Dutton, um, Yo Yo. I mean, I've met people all over the place, and some of the wildest of places too. From places I've worked, like when I worked at O'Hare Airport, to uh, during my time at 89.3 WKKC, uh, when I interned at WVON 1390 AM. So it I can say that I have, being a member of the Marching 100, um, fall class of '96, Doc Foster's 50th year anniversary, one of the most incredible times in my life. Went all across the country, saw firsthand, got the black college, historically black university experience, even though I flunked out twice. But um, you know, working at Borders downtown, Michigan Avenue, that was probably one of my favorite jobs as well. Um, like I said, got to see and meet just some of everybody. Um, so I mean, I've lived an incredible life, but at the same time, I feel like maybe this is a time to start a new chapter, try something different, or what. I don't know, but I feel like if you know me, there are three things in this life that I said I want to do and I try to do in all that I do. And those three things are um, to inform, entertain, and if by any means I can, educate. So, inform, entertain, and educate. I want to do one, two, or all three of those things in everything that I do. Um, so, I guess at this point in my life, I can say, yeah, I had the pleasure of being able to inform people, especially during my time uh, at Kennedy King College, um, working with KKC Student News and Student Views of the news. Also, during my time at 89.3 WKKC, I was able to inform people. I like sharing information. I love sharing information. And I love to be informed. I'm a detail oriented person, so I like to have detailed information if possible. And I like to be able to share it. Um, I was able to also entertain people, whether it be if you remember me as Chuck Lavelle from Hood Cheaters, the host of Hood Cheaters. We had two DVDs, two hit DVDs. So if you never saw them, ask somebody. I guarantee you they have it. They've got at least one or both DVDs on their shelf still. Probably collected dust, but haven't watched it in years probably. But I guarantee you, you've probably seen some of the clips on my YouTube page. Um, so also, like I said, uh, being an on-air personality for 89.3 WKKC on WCSU. If you've seen any of my stage plays I've done, um, also, um, I still have a personal project, a Theater of the Mind project that I'm still working on. It's been in process for years, but and my wife is just beating me in the head right now. Like, do it, get it done. You can make it bigger than what it is. You can do so much with it. Um, so I still have some entertainment in me, um, but oh, I feel like a part of me feels like maybe I don't know, maybe that time to be an entertainer. It's not it just a different capacity maybe, um, because I actually, when it comes to radio, when it comes to television, I feel like I actually blacklisted myself here in Chicago and maybe throughout the industry. But for those who don't know, I battle addiction, and thank God I'm still here. Thank God I won, and just have to say with that, I think though I actually blacklisted myself because with the roller coaster ride I went on especially at Chicago State, um, I didn't walk. I didn't go to commencement ceremony, graduation ceremony. I didn't go, and I kind of think that somewhat blacklisted me because I might have hurt some people's feelings. Maybe some people feel like maybe I disrespected Chicago State, and a lot of my professors and teachers and instructors and mentors there. I may have disrespected them. If I did, I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you for all of the wisdom, inspiration, and and education that you gave me. The opportunities you gave me. Thank you. I love you all. My classmates, my friends. I love you all, and I'm sorry if I hurt you by not going to graduation. Um, and honestly, a part of that was my addiction getting the better of me. Um, Also, went during my internship at WVON, went through a rough patch, almost lost my wife, um, and wasn't able to necessarily leave it at home. So I did kind of at one point have a falling out with the higher ups there at WVON. Fortunately, they still gave me a passing grade for my internship, but I think that helped blacklist me as well a little bit. And also, uh, admitting on air, especially when I was on WCSU, admitting on air that I was an addict. I think that also may have blacklisted me as well, because when it comes to addiction, a lot of people do not care. They do not see the struggle, they don't see the battle, and they don't care. They're just like, well, I don't get high, I don't get drunk, so why can't you just not do it? You know? Or once you're a junkie, you're always a junkie, you know. So it's crazy. So everybody has their own conceptions about it, misconceptions about it, their own ideas about it, their own views and opinions about it. So, but I think those are three things that kind of help blacklist me from the media industry, which is why I haven't been able to. Maybe I need to do another internship somewhere, go to another state, kind of just do an internship there and work my way up, or really once again show and what I've done, and my resume speaks for itself. Um, so I don't know, but a part of that feels I feel like I feel like I don't know. I feel like I may have blacklisted myself in some ways, and so now here I am, and I wasn't ashamed to tell people. God told me to go back to school. The great I am said, go back to school, and I did. He said, go back to school. I will take care of everything. I will take care of everything. All you got to do is just go and apply yourself. And I did that. And I earned my degrees. But at the same time, I do feel like, and I know what it's like to fall out of God's favor. I know what it's like to have God turn his back on you for a time, for a season, just to see if what will you do, and will you be able to make it, and will you seek him and turn to him. So I've been through that, so I feel like at this point too, I'm slightly out of his favor because of the things that I didn't do, like going by not going to graduation, um, not developing relationships with people in the industry as strong as I thought I did. So I don't know. So maybe it is time to try something different, but I can't help but be a little sad because once again I feel like I am abandoning my dream. I mean, I love working on air. I love being on the air. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like I said, my three things in life are to inform, entertain, and educate. And I don't know. I mean, right now I'm working at a grocery store. I push shopping carts and bag groceries, trying to support my family, trying to pay child support. Um, no, this isn't where I envisioned my life. Um, honestly, I can't complain. I thank God because I have a beautiful wife. She's my best friend. We grew up together. I love my wife. She's the greatest. My kids are awesome. All four of them are amazing. Love my babies. Love them. Um, sometimes my two oldest, I want to shake them, shake some sense into them. And my two younger kids, no, I haven't been a part of their lives. I've been in and out, mostly out. Not a day goes by when I don't think about my babies. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I'm at a point right now where I'm just I'm trying. Is it enough? Maybe I can try harder. Yeah, you can always try harder. Can I do more? Yeah, you can always do more. So I don't know. I just feel like I've had to let a part of me die. Like maybe just to move on to another chapter, I need to let a part of me die, and that saddens me. Makes me want to cry. Makes me want to cry. I'm sorry. So I just feel like yeah, I'm just kind of I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of wading in the water. Not even wading. Right now I'm floating, trying to stay afloat. Um, so I don't know what to do next. My wife's saying take that next step, maybe try to become a teacher because I always said in the end I would like to, teach. Maybe I should have did that from the start, and I would have had a stable career from that. But I always had dreams of grandeur. I always saw myself being big, someone important, someone doing great things that you look at my life and you're like, man, yeah, he's doing big things. He's doing great things. He is awesome and an inspiration. So I don't know. So if I can't be on the air, if I can't inform, if I can't entertain, then yeah, maybe I can still educate in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, I don't know. We'll see. But I just had to let this out. I couldn't carry it around. I couldn't go to work in this somber mood with all this still inside me. I said I was just going to find a way to let it go. Release it. Release it. So, yeah. So, if you took the time to listen, thank you. If you took the time to watch and look at me and like, oh my God, he's weird looking. He's got big ears and his teeth are jacked up. And, he could have been great. And he needs to shave. And, yeah, he could have been greater than he is now. Yeah, I could have been, probably. So, right now, the biggest thing I can think of is trying to find a way to save up enough money so I can take my family to Wisconsin Dells next summer. Like, shout out to my parents. My parents were able to actually take my two oldest kids to Disney World this past summer. So I'm happy, but at the same time, I felt some kind of way about that. Like, I wasn't able to take my kids to Disney World. I wasn't able to share that with my kids. Me and my wife, there's a lot of things we want to do for our kids and for ourselves too, and we sit up here don't see how we gonna do it because here we are just trying to live, just trying to make it. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that I can look back on and say, hey, I've had a great life, and I'm having a wonderful life right now. I do. And at the same time, though, I feel like maybe if I hadn't gone through some of the things I have, maybe I would be in a different place. But at the same time, if I did, I probably wouldn't have my wife and kids right now. I wouldn't have everything that I have right now. So I don't know. I just do know one thing. Um, I gotta find a way to get my life back together. I got to get on some kind of track again. Because right now, I'm not doing what I dreamt of doing. I'm not. This is not where I want to be. I want more. I still want more. I still want to record an album. I still want to. There's nothing better to me than the thought of getting up every day and going to someone's radio station to do a show. I don't care if it's a 30-minute show. If it's 30 minutes, I'll do it. I don't care. I love working on air. Um, I wanted to be a reporter. Now, people tell me, oh, your grill. Got to get your grill fixed. Yeah, I know that. I got to get my grill fixed. So until then, hey, it doesn't matter how well I speak. Doesn't matter how great of a writer I am. Doesn't matter how great of a reporter I am. I'm not going to be probably in front of anybody's camera but my own. So I don't know, man. I gotta do something different, and it's just sad that I feel like I have to let go of my dreams and I have to let go of my passion in order to put myself in a better position so that I can do better and be better for the ones I love most in this life. Um, I used to say things were a lot better for me when I was selfish. Maybe so, but you know what? Probably wouldn't be here had I remained selfish. So I'm thankful for still being here. Thankful for every day that I get. Praying, hoping to see 40 this August 26th. And yeah, so if you took the time to check this out, thank you. If you have any advice, any comments, anything, just, swift kick in the butt, whatever, just let me know, all right? Hit me back any way you choose. Whether it be email me directly, message me directly. If you want to comment on this, send me another video in response, whatever. So, thank you, though. Thank you for taking the time out of your life and sharing, I'm sharing with my life. So, thank you. I love you. God loves you, so do I. Even if you think no one else in this world does. The Creator loves you, and so do I. And remember, CLS, continue to love self, because you got to love yourself before you can love anyone else. All right? Your Shining Knight, Sir Charles LaBelle, a.k.a. CLS. Peace.